Good morning, Maggie. I was at the flea market yesterday. Found the Sailor Moon card that I tucked in my sketchbook and forgot about. Should put that away. Instead of working on this the whole day, I also made this Twitter meme with pictures of Milo that I thought were suitable. I don't know why. As soon as I did his, I didn't want to do anymore. Otherwise, I would have done one for Maggie too, but no one cares. I don't know, it just made me laugh, I guess. It's meh. I also forgot to bring paper, so this is like the sketchbook paper, so I guess I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Then I was just like, but then I could scan the rest of the pages that I did in this book, because I make them and then I don't scan them. I just scan them in batches. And I'm just like thinking, like, am I really going to scan every page in this stupid book? And like, for what purpose? What purpose am I going to do? What am I going to do with all these things? But if I don't, like, I worry that it's going to get ruined, like page 1, because it's got the tape, and this is like craft paint. So like the thing about craft paint is I was using the black craft paint because it dries matte, and that's like literally the only reason why I use it. But because of that, it's like very rough and it's like prone to damage. So I don't even know. I don't even know what this is. It's like purple. Like I assume it's coming off of like the photographs or something, but like it's like blue. Like what is this? What is this? Where did this come from? Did I like tuck something in here and like not realize it? So like it just gets like really like rough, I guess. So I think that's why I was just like, I should scan these. And now I'm just like, why should I scan these? I don't have any plan for these. I don't even know why I'm doing this. This is literally just like, I just felt like making one gigantic painting and using this book up. And look how far I am in there. Woohoo. Each one of those spreads I've estimated to take around 8 hours, I think. So like that's a lot. This whole thing. I'll probably take a look at it. Yeah, so yesterday I went to the flea market and did the thing, and then it was busier than normal, which was nice. People were a lot less chatty than last week, so I just mostly kept to myself. And I think I was already feeling kind of like under the weather by then. And like, I'm using my virtual box to scan things because my scanner doesn't work in Windows 10. So like I use XP to function. Anyway, old school, damn. So like, there were a couple times at the flea market where a couple of people were taking pictures of me, which was really strange. Like, I don't really mind, but it's also kind of like, I didn't know who they were, and they didn't say anything, and they obviously weren't staff members, so I'm just like, what? Like, I understand, like, people might take pictures of, like, my display and my artwork, which is whatever. I don't really care that much if people take pictures of my table. But, like, at least one person was literally, like, taking pictures directly of me, and I'm like, why? I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know why. I assume it's like a, I don't know, Twitter thing or something. I don't know. Why the hell would anyone take a picture of me? Maggie wants to go outside so bad. Yeah, and there's a beautiful bird out there. It's cold. You already ate that one blade of grass you found. What more can you do? I want Starbucks so bad. I have no idea what I'm doing day to day. I'm just like barely existing. I'm trying to take this time to like sketch stuff, but I really don't feel like it. And you can kind of tell when I'm doing stuff that I'm not into it. I think I'm also just kind of like burnt out on this specific sketchbook. I guess I could just put it away for a while, but it's very thin, so it's not really great for like these graphitint pencils. They feel more like drawing with pencil crayon, so it's like it's too soft and squishy, I guess, for that. But yeah, what was my point? My point is I don't know. One of my paintings is going to go hang out somewhere else for a while, maybe like forever, I don't know. I never listed it. Here, I'll show you which one it is. This poorly lit painting that I did on a YouTube channel. What? I really like it. I really like how the way it turned out, but I never listed it because it is large, and I didn't think it was something that I would just like take to a show or anything. Yeah, I really like this painting. It's just that my husband was like, he's getting tired of the one painting that he took from me. It was a bunch of small canvases put together to, and I painted a dragonfly on it. It's like the worst thing and I hated it and I was gonna throw it away. And then he said, no, I'll put it in my office. I'm like, okay. So he took it to his office and then like he moved offices and still has it apparently. And so I told him, okay, we'll take it home and I'll give you a different one to hang in your office. And he didn't seem particularly interested in anything I had to offer except for this one because he really likes this one. And I'm like hesitant because I also really like this one. I'm like, do I really want this painting to be somewhere else? Maybe like not even that safe a location? I don't know. It's gonna get damaged, stolen, I don't know, but I don't think that anything's gonna really come of this particular painting, so I mean, it was just hanging on our stupid wall sideways forever. It keeps falling down a lot, so. Does it even have hanging stuff? Nope. Maybe I should. Well, the cat painting has been moved, and this is the dragonfly thing. It was like it was just something I did on different like panels. So it kind of goes together like a puzzle in some way, right? No, what? This is probably that one. It's like a puzzle. Alright, there it is. I did this for school one time and I think I was getting rid of it, and then John was like, no, I'll take that for my office. And now he says that his office looks empty now because this one's much bigger than the cat one. But, anyway, he said he was getting bored of this one. So I was like, okay, we'll take it home. You could take a different one. And I'll just paint over this one, I guess, because I don't want it. It's really old. And then, of course, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, crap. Is this oil paint? Because it kind of looks like oil paint to me. 2005. And he said, I'm pretty sure it's oil paint because you were complaining about it being sticky. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good indication, I guess. Is that like a bristle? Like a brush hair or something? Classy. It makes sense because it looks kind of like messed up in the kind of way that my oil painting has always kind of gotten messed up. If that's the case, then I can't really actually do much with this. I can't like paint on top of oil paint. I don't think. Except for like other oil paint, and I don't have oil paint. I mean, I don't know. What should I do with this? I guess I could like take the canvas off and then stretch watercolor paper over it and make a bunch of 8x10 watercolor paintings. Maybe. I don't know why I would do that though. Why would I do that, BB? I don't know. I'm probably going to sit on this for a while, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Oh, you thought I was going to pet you. It's such a damn nice day. It's supposed to be raining all week. I think I'll take a break. A break from being sick. I'm not doing anything. I'm just editing a video, kind of. Anyway. I was also going to, like, color this in. I had a very vivid dream last night, possibly due to NyQuil, generic version, blah blah blah. I had a dream that I had a fairy ring growing on my head and I could not find a walk-in clinic, so I had to, like, travel near and far. It was interesting, I guess. Only to me. And I was very grumpy about it. But I might stop to go outside while the only day that it's sunny and go to the bank, but also, like, take this to the little street library because this book sucks. I found this in the basement. Sorry, Susan Mallory, if that even is your real name. Not a fan. Sorry. Not a fan. So, I know you're all probably just like, I don't know why I even bother trying, but I'm having, like, so I'm trying for fun to print out these little pictures of Milo onto label paper, kind of like the fishes. One thing I did notice with some of the fishes and other things, actually, you know what, even with regular paper, so I guess it can't be the label paper, the toner isn't fusing properly. It's making me nuts. So, like, the first print looks terrible but normal. Right? Like, it's not good, but it looks like that. But the label paper looks like this. You know, like, it looks spotted. Like, look at that one. I mean, they all look spotted in some way, but it's clearly different. And it gets worse the further down the page. And so it's just, what's happening is it's not melting and fusing properly, and I don't know what to do about that. What? Marcus is too big. Why is my cursor gigantic? So the silk flowers that I put on my little homemade hummingbird feeder, they keep getting mildew on them because it's so rainy here. The news literally said that it rained the last 56 days out of the last 62 days, which is, like, insane. So I guess we had one dry week. What, you want to go outside? Why? Okay. Hummingbird's not gonna come, even if Maggie wasn't out there. He's very smart. But anyway, so I ripped the flowers off, and I didn't know if he was wise enough to be able to drink from it without the fake flowers. Literally the only thing I had that was red and water resistant was this piece of plastic from the soup cans, pack of soup cans we had. So I guess we'll just watch for a bit, see if he comes. I really don't think so, especially with the cat here. There's no grass for you, BB. Man, yesterday a meme really fucked me up. I saw that meme where people are choosing between going back in time to when they were 6 with the knowledge they have now, or getting $10 million. And I'm just like, I know Graveyard Girl chose going back in time, but otherwise, like, I was like, calm down. I was like, who would choose to go back in time with the knowledge that they have? Like, who would want to do that again? Like, especially, like, at 6? Oh my god. So, like, Imagine going back, like that is literally my worst nightmare. I think about it a lot, actually. Like I worry that everything that I'm experiencing right now is fake. I don't know the word, but yeah, my succulent is super dead from the snow. Like I didn't even really consider the specific age that the meme was referring to, but just like going back in time and having to go through high school again and elementary school, it's like, it's not like you, even with the knowledge you have now, it's not like you can change anything in your life. Like if I could go back in time and change anything, it would be, I would be more like open socially. I would stop caring so much. Like I would try to get a head start on this art career, because the entire, you know, first 20 or 30 years of my life, I didn't think that it was even possible to have an art career. So like having a head start would have been a huge like change, right? But I still wouldn't do it because you'd have to like, because everything that happens between like childhood and adulthood, like you can't control. You can't change your family, you can't change your situation, you can't change where you live, you can't change your friends, you can't like, you know, like I would still have to like go through the family fallout. I'd still have to, I wouldn't want to go through that again. Like you'd have to be a pretty happy childhood to want to like turn down $10 million. And I get like you can have a chance to change your life, but you know what else would change your life? Having $10 million. I would choose that. Anyway, no one cares. I'm preparing another painting because people are taking their cats, not mine, but someone else's cat to the vet, and I figure since we're all there, might as well have something ready. I tried printing out a new updated Team Milo because, where did it go? Because the books themselves are like kind of whatever, and it was bothering me for a while that I had hand-drawn lines, and they're not particularly good. Like maybe if I spent a lot more time trying to get it perfect, like my writing is not great, so I went and I tried to fix it, so it looks like way better. Like generally it looks like way better, but the print quality is trash. I know, like, I keep complaining about my stupid printer not really doing much of anything about it, because there isn't really anything I can do about it other than replace it, which I can't do. Like, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, like, everything looks much better, but the color is terrible. Like, terrible. So, I might go back and print one page with maybe different settings, because the colors are completely different. Okay, well, no, that's the front. I changed that on purpose. Alright, the colors are not super different, but the quality is way fucking different. Let's see if I can find this specific page. Oh, here we go. Like, look, like, what? Why is it so different? Why? Why is it so different? It's making me crazy. And I am noticing that things like I changed the things to be more consistent, and I did go over some parts with a flat coat of digital paint, and it prints a lot nicer when I do that. So there is an option that if I can't figure out another setting to make it look better, I might actually just go in and recolor the whole thing digitally, even though I don't want to. And it's like, dang it. You think this laundry is for you? Is there room for me? It must be so nice and warm. So nice and warm laundry. You want that warm laundry? Should I just leave it here for you? You gonna fold it?